Hello. How are we doing today? Somebody mentioned I should put bring a bottle with me or a urinal or something at the, you know, put it behind my chair so when I go to the washroom, wherever I'm at, or even if I can't make it to a washroom, if I can make it to a corner somewhere, I could use my urinal and do that. And that way, the other thing, I just have to take it to a suitable spot so I can pour it. I bought one today and I used it. I used it a couple times on the way home, and then headed on home. Washed it when I got here. I also decided to sprucing it up a little bit. Yeah, I had some. I had some couple of. Yeah, and I got Brent's van life right there. He gave me a small one, but I got his bigger one. So yeah, I just slapped it and my buddy badge, you know, and another one of badges. I got a few extras, so, and then Daphne, the blind dog. I tried to put my window one on, didn't work out so well, so that's that. I think Brent gave me this from our brewery when he was out east. Anyways, enough of the pee bottle. I said, I wonder why I didn't think about it myself. But I did think about it myself. But I don't think I was comfortable with my situation when I thought of it. I thought, who the hell wants to drive all over the place and have a urinal in their back, right? And I thought, oh, that's a pain. So, but, now time has changed and I've changed my attitude towards stuff like that. So, yeah, that works out well. Another thing, a few other people suggested that I get Mrs. Dash. I think there was a couple of Americans said, do you have that in Canada? Yes, we do. So I bought that one. That one's garlic and herb. And this one's original blend. I mean, they're kind of pricey up there. It's in a minute, maybe I'll tell you a little bit about myself, where I come from, to the point of why I'm like the way I am. Then I found, when I went into the grocery store, I found these. These are like, I think they say they're Kato bars. Cinnamon and pecan. Okay, and you guys are always in my head now. I don't buy it unless it's really, I don't buy it unless it's really cheap of carbs. But right here, this is like 170 calories for one bar. Carbohydrates, it's got 17 grams, and fiber, 7 grams, and 2 grams of sugar. Now, that might seem like a lot, but what I was told when I do my carb counting, anything that has fiber in it, subtracted off the carbohydrates. So it has 17, I got 7 grams of fiber. I take off 7, so it's only 10 grams of carbs in this. And this is not like a full meal. This is not something you eat like a snack every 5 minutes. This is something you eat, maybe once a day or something like that, just for something different. And anyways, I bought the whole box. And the reason I bought the whole box was they're 50 cents a piece. And I'll be back in a minute. Just like magic, we're back. Yes. I found this stuff. Anyways, I bought this. Oh, you see that? The carbohydrates in this is 6 grams. And the fiber is 6 grams. So basically, no carbs if you're carb counting. And this stuff is organic spaghetti. It's got edamame in it. This is 180. This is 180 calories per quarter of a pack, and it's got 20 grams. It's got 20 grams of carbo and 15 grams of fiber. It does have 5 grams of sugar, but I got some meatballs there, so we're gonna try that. And then I bought this stuff here too. organic fettuccine. It's the same thing. It breaks down to the same thing. So, see, my problem is I go crazy on the first day, and it's just like, I go crazy on the first thing, and I buy all this stuff, and I don't use it all. But no, I think, and I'm very adamant about when I say one day at a time, because that's where I get messed up. I start thinking about tomorrow too much, and I get all messed up. And if I make a mistake, like last night, I went to bed, I had supper, everything was good. My blood sugar was like a 12 after, and I was feeling funny, and I was like, I thought that I wouldn't. My biggest fear is going to bed at night and not making it through the night, not making it through the night without waking up, because I usually always wake up. I'm a diabetic that always wakes up, but there's always that one time you only have to do it once and not wake up, and then you're in trouble. And plus, I've been hearing a lot of stories from other diabetics or from other people that, or people had family that were, they went to bed and they never woke up and they had a reaction. So that gets me on tense. So I forget what I had. I forget what I had yesterday. I had something at night, and it was late. I was trying to put my film together. So yeah, and then it wasn't like big. It was just like what the hell was it? I forget what I had yesterday, but anyways, I had something, and then when I woke up this morning, boom, blood sugar was up to 19. I was like, oh, and then today started, and then it's like, okay. So I try not to worry about that so much. I know it's not good, but I try not to worry about it. I try to not blow it off, because it is a problem, but I try to not focus on that. And, I'll probably have to make another video about this, but me being who I am. I've been diabetic for 11 years, or since I was 11 years old. I'm 65 now. That's 50-some years. So I've never a good diabetic. Never been. Always broke the rules, always ate sugar. I was in denial, and I was fighting ever since they told me I was a diabetic. I just couldn't. I had a hard time, so like going to the store one day and then being told I cannot eat this stuff again, and I rebelled. And I mean, that's my fault. I had a lot of people to support me. I went into one coma for a week when I was a kid. I've literally sat there, passed out, peeing myself, and then, stuff like that. And I never really followed. There was one time when I was in a group home. I was living with this lady and her husband, and for a year, not because of me, for a year, because she was making my food, taking care of me. And we're talking about when I was like 16, 17. I was like almost perfect as far as diabetic goes. And then I looked around, and this is what formed my ideas. Then I looked around, and I seen all these people that I used to know. They followed their diets to the gram, and they're all dead now. And they're all dead. And those people that are blind, their eyes are blind and stuff like that. And and I don't know, that sort of like molded me. And my bigger problem with all that, I didn't think it was diabetes. I think it was the fact that I did some drugs and I drank a lot. That was my biggest problem. So, I've been put in the hospital because of drinking, passing out, blackouts, stuff like that. And trying to follow diets, take needles and everything else. And yeah, it was a bad thing. So that's what I'm trying to, I guess that's what I'm saying, and I've always worried, and every time I try, somebody would say, oh, you're not doing this. Oh, you should be doing that. And then immediately, because of, I guess I really didn't want to try in the first place. I said that the other day. I just sort of like said, the heck with you is all. I'm not doing it. No, not doing it. Which is very silly, because I'm hurting myself. I'm not hurting anybody else, right? So yeah, so that was the struggle I've had. I've always, and I drank, and drinking, you know, you know, I'm the type of guy, like, I found out that drinking booze raise your blood sugar, okay? Uh, because of all the hops and all the stuff, and so I couldn't drink beer. I mean, I love beer. I drank a lot of beer, but if I wanted to keep my blood sugars down, I used to drink straight liquor, and straight liquor for some reason dropped my blood sugar. Now, there's been times I've passed out in a toilet and fell against the door. People have to break in the door, and I'm sitting there, and somebody asked me, "What's wrong, Jeff? You having a reaction?" And I said, "Yeah." And they started pouring sugar in me. And by the time I got to the hospital, like, I was dead man walking, and I'm throwing up all over the place. My blood sugar was back in the day, like back when we used to count it by the old way, was like over 1,200. It was up there over 1,200. In the newer day, it's probably like 33 plus. So yeah, I was out of control, and so when I finally come to, when I haven't lost nothing, like I didn't lose nothing to the point of body parts or anything at that time. So it was decided. I decided one day, and I decided one day to get sober, and well, I really didn't decide. It was my aunt who was also recovering. She probably passed now. Uh, she brought me into this program, and it was a recovery program. So first couple of years, I didn't do nothing. Like, I was in and out. Dry for a few months here and there, and yeah, but I was in and out, and I was getting worse. And to be honest about it, I only went there because there was women there. I didn't go there because I thought I had a problem. Anyways, in 1980, all that changed. I definitely had a problem. I definitely was sick. I definitely had all the stuff plus diabetes. Had all the stuff that they said I was going to get, and ended up. I was yellow. I had yellow jaundice. It was in my eyes. I had swollen liver. It's still swollen to this day, and I haven't drank a drop. It's still swollen. They told me if I didn't stop, then I think that's when I was 22 in 1980. If I didn't stop, I'd have cirrhosis by the time I was 30 or something. So I finally did all that, but I made a choice because I was having a hard time with staying sober. So I finally made a choice. I'm going to focus more on recovery than I am on myself. So I think I got one day at a time, but I think I got the recovery thing done because, I'm 40 some years straight. So I think I got that figured out. And now it's just time to work on myself. And I've tried it here and there, little bits here and there, but anybody that knows me, it didn't last long. And now because, well, I lost my legs, and because this is a different reality for me, yeah, I believe I'm serious enough, at least for today. And I emphasize that because I know people talk, oh, yeah, no, just for today. I'm just trying to do my stuff just for today. Get all this stuff done. I'm not going to buy any more stuff, but I'm eating lots of vegetables and stuff like that. There's nothing really I need. Got meat. I got everything I need. So I'm just going to focus on that and just do the same old routine that I normally do every day. And if I make mistakes, or if I go off a little bit, then I'm going to have to change all that up. Correct that. But so far, I don't know how long it's been. I think it's been a little over 2 weeks now, I think. Yeah, so far, I'm doing okay for today. So yeah, so that's basically it. And, I got many more cons in my life than I do pros when it comes to the effects of diabetes and what it's done to me. I don't know if I can remember everything. Well, obviously, amputation. I've had quadruple bypass surgery. I've had stents put in. Um, Lost my hearing due to imbalances and stuff. I got vertigo. I got um, have to sleep with a sleep apnea mask, or I could sleep with that because I got the and because of all the times I smoked and stuff, I got COPD. I guess it's called. Uh, Obviously, amputation, feelings, stuff like that, and my eyesight. I've had both my eyes taken out of my head. I think I don't know the exact, but it's around there. 28 stitches in one eye and 24 or something in the other eye. Just went to the doctor not too long ago, or last week when I told you. And he says my eyes are great for all the crap I've been through. So, yeah, I mean, that's all the negative. And, oh yeah, and I can use my manhood for peeing, and that's about it. That went south a long time ago. I don't know if that'll ever change. I'm not sure, but yep. So I got all that I deal with on a daily basis. It's really not the manhood part really doesn't bother me. I made my mark. I got 2 kids. I got 6 grandkids, so we're good. But yeah, it's just that's my life, and I have a lot of insecurities. I try not to show them, or I try not to fall into them, but I do. I have lots of insecurities, and I'm working on them each day. I don't want to go. I don't want to go to the past. I want to stick with the present. My life is good right now, today, even though I think it's slow, but it is what it is, and I'm just, And oh yeah, one of the big bonuses, one of the big pros that I got without that list I just told you, the pro is I'm still alive, and I still have a chance to change, and that's the thing I'm looking at now. I'm not no spring chicken, so. And I still want to, and I'm selfish, I guess, because I still want to live some of my life. I still want to do stuff. So, yeah, I better start changing stuff. And, it's been a long time, but I'm not worried about how long it took me. I'm worried about I arrived. I have arrived. So, this is where I'm at, and this is when people tell me I'm doing good, and that's great, and people, critique some of the stuff I do, that's also good because I need that too. I don't like it a lot, but I need that because I got to be strong because there are people that are going to say, oh no, that's not the way to do it. And that's okay. It's just that, I think I'm finally where always wanted to be on my own, like go ahead in life. And I'm just definitely afraid that somebody's going to say one thing and, you know, it might just blow it. I might just say, oh yeah, well, might have a bad day and say, oh, I'll buy that BS. I'll say, yep, that's right. I ain't gonna try anymore. I don't want to do that, you know. So, anyways, that's a little bit more about me and a little bit more about what I'm trying to do. And I thank you all very, very, very much for hanging out with me, sticking with me, giving me great comments. Helping me out at times. I appreciate it 100%. I got better friends than I've ever had before. I still got a couple of good old friends, and they just wanna be around me or be with me, and they don't want anything from me. They just wanna hang out with me, and that's good. And so yeah, and I love doing this. Took a while coming to this, but I love doing this. So, anyways. Hope to see you on the next video, and sorry there was a lot of talking here, but I guess I've noticed there's some new people, so I just want people to know where I came from, or the stuff I went through. I mean, I don't think it's a big deal, and maybe that people say, what do you mean, but I don't think it's a big deal. I've known other people have had worse than I have, and they've done pretty well, and some of them haven't done pretty well, so yeah, I'm just grateful to be here, that's all. Anyways, on that note, peace, aloha, I love you, and wherever you are, Remember, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, love yourself, love others, and wherever you are on your journey, please be safe. Until next time, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.